So I picked these up for $10. A fully fledged gaming headset for $10. But can it game? Can it run Christ? Wait a minute. Hey, what's up guys? My name is JD from JDTechGear and welcome back to the channel where we discuss tech reviews, unboxings, PC passion, and setup design. So if you're into that sort of thing, consider subscribing and checking out the rest of the channel to become part of the Tech Junkie family. Now today we're looking at the Easy SMX headphones or gaming headset, whichever you may prefer. Now these are at a list price for $30 on Amazon, but it was made possible through the website Vipon. Yeah, Vipon, which I learned from Lee from CompTV. Make sure to check him out. But basically, it's a voucher-based website that gives you a finite amount of vouchers to people that have signed up for the Vipon program to use for Amazon listings to get products at a discounted price, which is pretty cool. So these have a list price of $30, but I was able to get these for $10. And now it's not a one-time deal. These deals do happen on the occasion and happen over and over again. So be on the lookout and you can find these for $10. So is it actually worth the $10? It's pretty interesting to look at these and say, oh, wow, I picked these up for $10. So I'm still trying to get past that aspect. But overall, let's get into the surface level review. Now, at first, I was like, wow, these are just gonna plain suck. I know it. But the longer I used them, the more pleasantly surprised I was, to be honest. So let's get into the construction quality first. It's mostly made out of plastic. Obviously, there's no rotation in the cups or anything. It's simply an expand and collapse system as you have with the headphones. The top band over here is separate from the frame so that it just kind of floats on your head, and it fits pretty snug on my head. Inside the cups, your ears can fit inside the cups, and the cushion is also pretty nice. Now, if you have larger ears, obviously it's going to sit on the rim of the cushion, but if you have smaller ears, like I do, it'll fit inside the cups, and it actually is quite comfortable. After a couple of hours, you know, obviously they're going to start hurting, but on a solid scale of 10, I would give these a 6, with a 10 being that you wouldn't feel the headset for 3 hours, which is pretty much next to impossible. So for a 6, that's pretty good. It's pretty decent. As for the rest of the build quality, it's mostly made of plastic with the exception of the metal tabs over here for the expand and collapse system. But other than that, it's pretty rigid and durable. And it doesn't creak when I squeeze them, so it doesn't feel like they're going to break. So that's pretty cool, actually. I like that a lot. Now, as far as noise cancellation goes, they're okay. But when there's actually, you know, sounds going on and there's music or a game playing in these headphones, obviously all the other noises outside are going to get tuned out. So I think these do an okay job at noise cancellation, but the only real effect is going to happen when something is playing in the headset itself. And the build quality is actually pretty nice. You can twist them, you can bend them, you can expand them, you can compress them, and they still work just fine. So I like the flexibility on these, and they seem pretty versatile for just what they are. And there's also an orange LED that goes around the outside of the cup here around the Easy SMX logo. And also the USB cable is braided and also coated and lined with another rubber sleeve. And there's a rubber sleeve outside the braided USB cable. The cable is actually really thick and high quality, probably one of the higher quality cables I've seen in a while in a gaming headset. So that's pretty nice to see, and something I definitely wasn't expecting and something I don't see often. So let's get into how they actually sound and how the microphone quality is, probably the more important aspect of it. So how they sound, they're actually pretty crisp and clear, surprisingly. They're not, a lot of the lower range headphones have a lot of bass in them, and not good bass, not like crisp, fine-tuned bass. They have like a muffled, muddy sound to it, and everything gets kind of consumed in it, and it can negate from the overall experience of gaming, especially in FPS games or other games that you need to hear and have your spatial awareness, like hearing footsteps and people running up behind you with a bayonet. Anyways, those things are important, so this actually balances bass, mids, and treble pretty well, all keeping it well leveled and to the point where you can hear everything the way it should sound. This also has a built-in vibration setting. So I was not expecting that. That's really cool. The built-in vibration system works pretty well, actually. Not so much for listening to music or other things like that, but for gaming, it definitely enhances the experience, makes everything sound a lot more fuller. Is that a way to put it? But yeah, it really enriches the experience and makes it a lot more delightful. I was playing Battlefield 1 for a while, and I got used to the sound of hearing the vibration and the feeling of the game almost in my head. It was pretty neat. I like that a lot, and coming from a $10 gaming headset, that's pretty cool. And also you have a volume control dial on the back of it, and lastly we need to get into the microphone, which is pretty cool. It just kind of comes out like that. So yeah, the microphone simply hides in the headset and it's retractable, but yeah, it suffers from the basic things that a regular gaming headset would. This is what it sounds like. Okay, and this is an audio test from the Easy SMX headset at full volume because it is pretty quiet, but still not bad for $10, especially if you're gaming and you can understand what the person is saying. Not bad. So yeah, you kind of have the idea of what it sounds like. So when the mic volume is all the way up, the words are distinguishable and your voice is audible, which is important because for some headphones or headsets, whatever you want to call them, not so much. And at $10, these are almost a steal, like actually stealing it, like something you would find at a flea market. Well, you don't really find gaming peripherals and stuff like that at a flea market, except if you're the Toasty Bros. Yeah, I made a reference to you guys. Yeah, you should check them out too. I'm just shouting out all the channels today. Anyways, yeah, so for $10, highly recommend it. But if you guys want to see more of this series, let me know. So I might post a full review on these on my website, so make sure you check that out in case you guys haven't been there already, where I post my reviews before they go on the channel or go a little bit more in depth, or things I don't have time to review on the channel I put on the website. So if you guys are interested in that, check it out. Also, if you want to see more videos like this, consider subscribing, and I hope you guys all enjoyed the video, enjoyed the content, and let me know what you think of it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Consider subscribing if you haven't already, and thank you so much for watching.